Yay, I love when stuff works out. So I wanted to go live and set up something maybe like weekly. I was thinking on Sundays. I know today's Wednesday, it doesn't really help, but I want to talk about just my life, and I really don't even care if anybody watches. I feel like I need that kind of catharsis. I apologize. I am at my office today, and this is an off-the-cuff video, which means that I don't have my regular like recording stuff or my microphone, so I probably sound like trash and all that. But I want to hang out with you guys. And right now, the thing that I want to talk about is what it looks like for me moving into an RV with all of my kids, because I feel like that is like a really big thing that's been on my mind, and it's something that's consumed a lot of my time for about the last 2 months. A couple of months ago, we bought a 1998 Nuwa hitchhiker, and we totally stripped it down, and we're in the process of remodeling it. We're almost finished. We just have like last finishing touches to do, and then we have to move our stuff into the RV. So like that process has been really super fun. I've never picked up power tools before in my life. And my husband is like the handy guy. So, we got together and we have been fixing this RV up, and he's taught me so much. So it's been like a really fun project to be able to work with my husband and to fix things and to be handy. And it feels like a really empowering experience for somebody who is not necessarily good with power tools, or, I don't consider myself to be like a handy human or anything like that. So I'm really excited to make this next big step. And we are leaving in June. So like June 1st, June 2nd, that is our jumping off point. So it's coming up here in like a couple of days. In terms of like everything that I do online, nothing is going to change. I'm still going to go live and do Throw Punch Thursdays, and still keep up with all my, Patreon divinations that I do every day, and the Tricania videos. Nothing is changing with that. I have figured out a way to adapt, my life to meet the needs of me as a spiritual person, and just as like an adventurous person. I am tired of this life of, struggling to stay in one place and to make a mortgage payment and all of that stuff. So I'm really excited about the potential freedom that living in an RV will bring me. And so our plan is now to visit various destinations for like 30 days at a time. So I'm going to be heading off to Florida, and I'm going to stay there for 30 days with my kids. We are meeting with some family, and I think that that's going to be a really cool and fun experience because, let's face it, I have like the travel bug now. I usually get at least out of this state like at least 4 or 5 times a year. And I usually travel around the country, and I do body work on people, and I teach classes and things like that. And because of the pandemic, I wasn't able to travel at all last year. So I know that I'm not alone in feeling like like I'm stir crazy. I know there's a lot of people out there. I have questions for anybody watching the live stream. Do you guys plan to travel at all this week? Or not this week, this summer? Or are you still kind of being careful with the coronavirus and all that kind of stuff? And how does that factor into your life? How does that factor into your like level of fulfillment and enjoyment? And I don't know. I'm just interested to hear that. I think that living in one place it's a really good way to make yourself stable. And I feel like if you were thinking about having like an RV lifestyle or making that jump, I really feel like it's important to have a home base established, especially if you're somebody like my husband who's got, a lot of tools and things like that. Like you have to have a place to keep all of your extra stuff. I don't think it's sustainable, especially with kids, to live in an RV and to have nothing, because realistically our RV is like 30 feet long or something like that. And there's going to be 6 people staying in a 30-foot long RV. So while we can live tiny and pare down, and while we have done that, what we're really looking at is, establishing like a home base so that we can trade out seasonal clothes and things like that, because we just don't have the space to store that kind of stuff. Facebook user says that they're just too busy to travel. That's so sad. Oh, and another Facebook user says, I probably won't travel a whole lot this summer, but I'll take a short trip somewhere over the weekend. Yeah, absolutely. I think that like traveling is a really good way to like change and manipulate your energy. And that's kind of the point that I really wanted to drive home in this vlog, is talking about society and what we do to ourselves, and how I think that could be bad, or that could be harmful to your body or to your energy. So here goes it, right? Humans don't like change. And I talk a lot about change in readings. I feel like if people want to get an intuitive reading, it's because they're sensing some sort of change, either in their lives, in their bodies, in their experience, or they know that change is on the horizon. So, and we hate it. We hate change. I don't know what the deal is with humans, but like, we really try to make a life for ourselves where everything is the same. We wake up the same every day. We do the same things. We put on the same clothes. We do the same type of ritual or routine. We go to the same job. We live with the same people. We talk to the same people. We surround ourselves with the same community, the same friends, and we never visit other places. And I really feel like it's detrimental to your energy body for you to not travel and to stay in one place and to always do the same things. And here's the reason why, right? Your energy body is like a compact spear, or like an egg. Like, that's what your energy body looks like. So we've got our physical forms that looks like a body, but we also have our energy body, which is much bigger than us. And so the more that you sit and you put yourself into a habit, into a routine, your body becomes aware that that is what it's supposed to do. Your energy body literally becomes aware. Like, I'm going to wake up every day. I am going to go to the same job. I'm going to do the same things. And I mean, it can really trap you. And I think that is, it's almost like a magic spell, right? And I think that is the problem, or one of the really big problems that a lot of people are facing. You know, a lot of folks that I do coaching with, and that I do readings for, they feel like they are trapped, like they're stuck in their lives, and like they've built this life up for themselves, and they feel like they can't escape. They feel like they can't change things. They feel like they don't have any possibilities. And the reason why, it's not because you have no possibilities. It's never that. It's not because you can't change things for yourself. The reason why is because your energy body is so compact that you feel like you don't have any other options, because your energy is literally used to doing the same things all the time. So the best way to crack the energy body egg, and to shift and to welcome in change in your life, and to welcome in new opportunities and new circumstances, is to do something weird, right? And so for me, I live my life in service to spirit. Like, that is what I do. Every night I spend, hours working on these Patreon divinations so that I can keep the calendar. And I do that more for myself. Like, everybody who follows me on Patreon, I'm so glad that you're there, but I really keep the calendar for me. And so I do this practice because I want to be really connected with spirit. And what I have decided is that a lifestyle right now, maybe I'll think differently in the future, but a lifestyle right now of me going to the same office, going to the same job every single day, doing the same things, being with the same people, living in the same state all the time, it's not good for me, and it's not good for my energy body. And so I know the best way for me right now, the most tangible way to crack my energy body and to shift things and to bring in more power, essentially more opportunities, is to live a life where I do something different every single day. And if it's not every single day, at least it will be every single month. Like I said, I'm going to be traveling month to month in places. And so I don't want to neglect the community and the people that I have, taken care of here in Oklahoma. So I will be trading off every month, coming back to Oklahoma and visiting a different destination. So anybody watching the live stream, if you live a cool place, or you've heard of a cool place in the country, I would love for you to just comment and share that with me so that I can look into where I'm going next. So the trips that I have planned out for the rest of this year are, I'm going to go to Florida, I'm going to go to Texas, and I'm definitely going to go to Utah. So I've got like the next 6 months planned out. So if you guys have any cool places, or like spiritual places, or places that you feel like they have a lot of power, I would love to visit them. So comment if you've been any place that's real super cool, and I'll look into visiting that area. But honestly, like I said, this lifestyle of travel, full-time travel, and of living tiny, of living very minimalist, even with my kids, I think that it'll be very helpful for my energy body. So if you are a person who might be living vicariously through me and thinking like, wow, I could never do a life of travel, I could never live in an RV full time. If you are that person, there are other ways that you can shift and crack your energy body, right? And so by doing that, like I said, you open up opportunities for yourself, and you open up avenues of energy and opportunity and connections. I keep on saying the word opportunity, but that's really what it is. You're literally just like cracking and shifting your whole energy body when you do weird things. And so what I mean by that is if you can listen to the impulses of your intuition, it's much easier to crack your energy body, or so to speak. So, and what I mean by that practically is not living a life of habit and routine that you've set up for yourself, a life that you perceive as safe, and instead listening to your intuition more often. And so for me, listening to my intuition looks like traveling like a mad lady just all across the country. And that is really super fun to me. But I mean, practically for other people, listening to your intuition might be stopping for a coffee when normally you would just go home, or meeting with a friend, or going out and doing things that are really super fun to you that you normally don't make time and space for in your life. So the only way to crack your energy body is not living in an RV, packing up all your stuff, selling everything and traveling. It really is just listening to your intuition. And so the more that you can listen to the impulses of intent, the more that you can listen to your intuition, the easier it is for you to create shift and change in your life. And while a lot of people, like I said, it's like this subconscious thing that humans do. We want to put ourselves in this little tiny box, and we want to never, ever, ever leave. And we want to build up this stability and this structure for ourselves. But doing that, like I said, it can make you feel trapped. So just be aware of that. It's not bad to build safety and security. It's not bad to have things like an investment portfolio or a house or assets. None of these things are bad. But it is bad to continually wake up every day on autopilot and to not pay attention to what you need, not pay attention to your spirit, not pay attention to your intuition. And so I hope that by living this lifestyle and by changing up things, that I learn a lot about energy, and I learn a lot about how to shift and change energy. That is my goal with all of this. I want to gain more energy. I want to gain more power. I want to find healing, especially for my body. And I want to de-stress. I want to do all of these things. I really feel like it'll be really super good for my body and for my energy. So yeah, I'm super excited about that, and I'm looking forward to it, definitely. Anyways, I think that is all the time I have for today for this kind of fun little off-the-cuff blog, or vlog, I guess. But I am looking forward to going live more often and kind of just sharing my life with you guys. Like I said, I was thinking about Sundays, maybe like going live Sunday evenings or something like that, and just giving like a weekly update or something. But what do you guys think? Is there a specific time that would be better for vlogs, or do you hate vlogs? Are you like, I don't want to watch this. This is terrible. Either way, let me know. And I'll either start a new channel, or I'll find a time to be more consistent and to update you guys about everything. But yeah, thanks for watching, dear friends. And remember to check out the Facebook video, or the YouTube video that I posted today. I posted the YouTube video about the new trichania. So today we have a lot of shifting energy, and it's going to be a lunar eclipse and a full moon, and also the shifting of the trichenias. So what that means is the tonal pohuali, the sacred calendar, is shifted again into a different time period. And so what we're looking at right now is tests to your resolve. Tests, really strong tests. And I know that you guys watching this, like I have been saying over and over again, the energy is like mud. Like it's very hard to shift and to move right now in the circumstances of today. And so what that does is, it doesn't mean, you have this mud, or you have this problem, you have this roadblock that steps in your life, and you should just drop everything that you're working on. That's not what challenges offer you. Challenges offer you the ability to test your resolve and to figure out, is this something that I really want to do? Do I want to work for it? So that is what this energy is asking you. Are you really willing to work for the life that you wish to create in your experience? So yeah, those are things to think about. Check out that new video, and make sure to look out for Throat Punch Thursday. I will be live 7 p.m. Central Time. Yes, to do readings for you guys. So I love you all.